The White House is lying to you, and I can prove it. Today, House Oversight Democrats released the 50th birthday letter purportedly written by Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein as part of Epstein's 50th birthday present. Essentially, what happened here was that Jeffrey Epstein, or rather Ghislaine Maxwell, his co-conspirator, collected letters from high net worth, powerful friends of Jeffrey Epstein's, the sex trafficker, and compiled them into a 50th birthday book for his 50th anniversary. She did it to celebrate Jeffrey Epstein. One of the people that wrote a letter, his name is Donald J. Trump, the 45th and 47th president of the United States. And we now have his letter. And I'm going to read you his letter. But I want to say first, the White House is lying to you. Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary, moments after the letter was released, said this: "The latest piece published by the Wall Street Journal proves this entire birthday card story is false. As I have said all along, it's very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. President Trump's legal team will continue to aggressively pursue litigation. Furthermore, the reporter who wrote this hatchet job reached out for comment at the exact same minute he published his story, giving us no time to respond. This is fake news to perpetuate the Democrat Epstein hoax." She called it a hoax again. Well, let me show you this letter. The letter depicts a nude woman, or rather the outline of a nude woman. You could see where Donald Trump drew cups for her breast, and then at the bottom is a signature. The letter depicts a voiceover, essentially Donald Trump speaking with Jeffrey Epstein. The voiceover begins by Donald Trump saying, "There must be more to life than having everything. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, something never age, have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. May there's something about another wonderful year, I guess." At the bottom, Donald J. Trump, and then you see his signature. That signature, the White House claims, is fake. That signature, the White House claims, was not Donald Trump's. Well, okay, let's look at other letters Donald Trump wrote around that same time period. And let's start with the letter Donald Trump wrote to Dr. Larry King on July 15th, 1999. If you look at that signature, it literally says, "Love Donald," and it's the same squiggly end as the original letter, the 50th birthday letter. Well, that's one letter. Let's take a look at another one. This one's from February 28th, 1995 to Lillian Jane Volk. It was a letter written by Donald Trump to her. This is his signature. That's his letter. And you can see, once again, that signature was with the line at the end, like the 50th birthday letter. Fine, that's two letters. Let's go to Exhibit C. This letter was written to none other than Donald Trump's former personal lawyer and the former mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani, where Trump writes, "Dear Mr. Mayor, I am pleased to enclose in honor 2 checks totaling $6,900 to friends of Giuliani and an additional check for $3,100 to the New York State Liberal Party. I look forward to seeing you at the mayor's dinner on May 14th. With best wishes, Donald J. Trump." Once again, signing just his first name with the squiggly at the end. And this one is clearly Donald Trump because he says, Rudy, Marla thinks you're great at the bottom in his handwriting. That's proven. If that wasn't enough, I have another one for you. This one was from March 28th, 2014, written by Donald Trump to Keith Olbermann. "Dear Keith, your piece on Ted Turner and the Lifetime Achievement Award was fantastic, and you're right when you say he should get 2 of them. Keep up the great work." Again, signing his first name with a long line at the end. Now, let me take you back to this first letter, this 50th birthday letter that Donald Trump says isn't his. If you look at that signature, he signs his first name and then has that long line at the end, like Exhibits A, B, C, and D. Now, I'm a lawyer, not just a journalist. I went to law school. And while I was never a prosecutor, I was a defense attorney. From a legal perspective, when I am trying to look at a case and evaluate the evidence, I would put this before a jury and say, you know what, you, as a member of a jury, look at these 5 documents. Look at the 4 letters written by Donald Trump, confirmed to be him and his signature. And then look at this 5th letter that looks exactly or almost identical to those other 4 letters, the signature. And you tell me, members of the jury, is there enough here to prove that the man who signed the first 4 letters also signed the 5th letter? And I bet you, more times than not, in fact, probably 98% of the time, you would have a jury member unanimously say that the 5th letter was signed by the same person who signed the first 4. Why? Because look at the signatures. They're almost identical. Yes, you don't have direct evidence. You don't have a picture of Donald Trump signing the birthday card. You don't have a statement from Donald Trump admitting that he signed the birthday card. That is what people call direct evidence. But there's something else. It's called circumstantial evidence. For example, one of my favorite hypotheticals here is you give a box of donuts, box of powdered sugar donuts to a kid, and you tell him, don't eat the donuts until I get back. You come back, and the donut box is still there, but missing is one donut, and the kid's face has powdered sugar all over it. Did you see the kid eat the donut? No. The kid is saying he didn't eat the donut. So there's no direct evidence there. But is there enough evidence for you to believe that he ate the donut? Of course. Of course. Circumstantial evidence. People in a court of law are convicted of crimes with much less evidence than what we have here. And these 4 documents that Donald Trump did sign, they're not the only ones where he signed his first name with that squiggly line at the end. There are more and more letters being released every hour practically, showing that. Here's the thing, MAGA Republicans don't want you to see this. They want my platform deplatformed. They want me to stop. I'm not going to, because this platform is built on your subscriptions. It's built on your support, your donations to Venmo, to Aaron-Parnas. You guys built this platform, not anyone else. And that's why I'm not going anywhere, no matter how much they try to deplatform me, no matter how much they want me to stop spreading the truth. Because the truth is that this letter was likely written by Donald Trump. And the White House's explanation, it's a lie. And today, we're able to prove it together. And this is not the end. There are so many more documents in the Department of Justice's possession regarding Jeffrey Epstein. There's so much more that we need to keep demanding answers about. So let's not stop. Let's collectively use our voice, and let's collectively call for action. Because that's what the victims, that's what the survivors, that's what the public deserves. Hey folks, Aaron Parnas here. Thank you so much for watching The Parnas Perspective. Please consider subscribing to support our work as we grow this independent news media entity into something that rivals mainstream every single day. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.